Hello there.
Hello there. How's it going?
First time playing X3?
Oh no, many times.
Do you think Blizzard Buffalo is easier than Toadman?
Yeah. Especially if you know the mechanics.
What do you think of Bit and Biter?
They're cool. They were tough
I
along.
call them ex-Hunter ripoffs with even less personality.
They're tough if you don't know what you're doing, but if you know what you're doing, they're not that bad.
Do you think it looks very silly if Biter hits and starts punching you?
No,
Biter is the big fat muscular guy.
I know. Yeah, not really. It's a different way of fighting, I guess.
Have you ever noticed most bosses' AI in this game relies on slamming into walls?
Yeah, heavily.
This guy and Tunnel Rhino being prime examples.
You're very
Even
right.
Vile does it.
You're very right. That's why I prefer X2 more.
Who is your personal favorite Maverick in this game?
Vile.
I like Toxic Seahorse.
Even though he's been reused so many times, I prefer Vile.
Personally, I like to do Buffalo and Rhino as my first two Mavericks.
I know why you do it.
Because that guarantees I can get early secrets, and have both Bit and Biter's weaknesses.
That's why I was thinking. Ah! Screwed up. I went too hard.
Did you notice that this Maverick revolutionized acid long before Acid Man in Megaman 11?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, are you hyped for what is essentially Megaman 12 in 2027?
I didn't know about that, honestly. Thanks for telling me. I enjoy them all. Mega Man 8 is my favorite, though, of the classics.
Search up Mega Man Dual Override.
I will.
I don't remember much about X3, other than the fact the crayfish has the most useful weapon in the game.
I like using that at the end fights. It's
Would
good
you say crayfish are also pretty damn tasty?
You must be a fisher. I love seafood.
Wow, you just turned Toxic Seahorse into Toadman with a bit of ice.
Thank you.
What's with the seafood mavericks in this game? You got a crayfish, catfish, and also a seahorse.
I think when this game was made, that was the time to have seafood, like pure seafood. Everything is more like, it's not the same anymore. So when this game came out, I think it was more based on that, especially where it came from.
Would you say it's very unfun to start with catfish in this game?
Absolutely. Especially if you don't know what you're doing.
I keep forgetting, is it bold catfish or volt catfish?
Volt catfish.
I keep confusing him with Gigabolt versus Gigavolt Man-O-War.
It's all good, man. I know I'm gonna fight Vile right now, so I gotta get this tank filled.
Are you farming your sub-tanks?
Just one. I know I'm gonna fight Vile in a minute. Or not Vile, Bit. My bad. There it is.
Ah, so you know about the Frost Shield exploit.
Oh yeah. I was once a rookie too.
TBH, I think they did that on purpose because enemies are so stingy in this game. Not like X1 where everything dropped large energy.
You're right. Maybe I don't
or
have
X2 with the silk shot secret.
Man, you're on point. You really are.
Since there's so many seafood mavericks in this game, can you laugh like a pirate?
Arr. Alrighty then.
You sound just like that guy from SpongeBob. Nice.
I was going for that.
I really hope that thing is a drill. And not a, you know what.
Good one.
I just realized that mid-boss basically does exactly what Tunnel Rhino does. They must have gotten lazy with the AI programming for bosses.
You're very right, bro.
Makes sense, since the game came out less than a year after X2. I just like to point out, but you realize that those wall crabs only charge if you charge your buster?
I never thought of it that way.
Tunnel Rhino seems very indecisive about what he wants to do, agree?
Oh, totally.
Whatever you do, don't send this rhino out to do your taxes.
I've actually had a problem like that before. I had a tax consultant ask me one time. I did my taxes with them and they asked me if I wanted to pay a fee in case they fucked up. Be blunt. I looked at her like, did you just really say that? Some shit like that.
Hey look, now you're choosing the maverick who invented Frosted Flakes.
That's the best cereal.
Oh yeah, doesn't this stage have like a giant maggot worm?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to fight Bit too, on top of that.
Reminds me of the episode of SpongeBob, To Love a Patty, when the burger rots and gets filled with maggots.
I haven't watched that in a long time.
I really hate the Buster upgrade in this game.
Same.
Way too slow and clunky.
Totally agree, bro.
X1 and X2's versions were way better.
X2 mostly.
Do you think you should ask Bit if he had bagels for breakfast?
I think it would annoy him. I think he has the personality of Vegeta.
I find it interesting how you don't do Blast Hornet early. I usually do, just to get right armors. Cause otherwise, you don't get many opportunities later on to have fun with them.
You're really different, aren't you?
Do you question why Bit has a shield in his concept art, yet never uses one here?
No. I think they had that idea to put it in the game, but they got lazy and didn't do it.
Bit looks like Boomer Kuwanger to me.
You're right. Without the pinchers.
Does Biter almost look like a fatter prototype of Sigma?
No. He looks like a Vile knockoff.
Biter's head looks like a Sigma head though.
Sorta.
And Biter has the second highest bronze stat in the game, 18,800 RP. Sigma has 19,000 RP.
That's pretty close, yeah. Whew.
Dang, that tiger almost gave you diabetes with his frosted flakes. Hey, your food.
I like the way you talk. That's right.
Gravity Beetle has good music, but he sucks in my opinion.
He's good, yeah. I mean, his music,
His
yeah.
stage and boss don't do anything related to gravity. Not like Gravity Antonian. Hey, just pointing out, but you are aware that if you beat Blast Hornet before coming here, those red turret enemies become much weaker, Rig.
I never have done it that way, but that's nice to know that. The routine you're seeing me do is what I always do.
I also think it sucks that the game won't let you use ride armors until after you unlock the one in Blast Hornet stage.
I don't mind it. You're rarely gonna see me use it. Watch.
You seem to forget you can sometimes farm enemies with frost shield so you don't have to waste sub-tanks.
Oh, I know. I have a different way of going about it.
You're not going to use Ray Splasher on Beetle? That's
Nah.
hardcore.
Not really.
Hardcore.
It makes it unfair. In my opinion. I lost focus.
I guess Gravity Beetle hates Frosted Flakes because he'd much rather have Fruit Loops.
That was good too.
Gravity Beetle has such sad RP stats. He has 6,200 strength and 3,600 speed. By that logic, he doesn't even have 10,000 RP total.
Damn. I never thought of it that way. He's tough if you let him get too close. That's the problem with fighting him.
That's almost as sad as Crystal Snail in X2.
Exactly.
Snail had 6,800 strength and 500 speed. So 7,300 total RP. Weakest Maverick in the series. Meanwhile, we got Bit out here with 9,400 strength, and 18,000 speed. Imagine having over 20k more RP and not even being a main Maverick.
That's sad,
What do you think of Alia in later games?
I didn't like it. They were too late with it. If they started her in X, it would have been good. We would have gotten used to it over the years, but it was too late. Too little, too late.
I'm sure there's plenty of people who only like Alia because feet.
You're totally right, bro.
I feel like Gravity Well is one of the worst weapons in the whole series.
It is. I have to agree.
Which is why they deliberately made a puzzle that involves it in Catfish's stages.
Exactly. If I knew how to do the neon shot, I wouldn't be doing this. I don't know how to do it very well yet. It's like a double jump. But you can do it endlessly if you do it right.
Bit and Byte have very little character development to them at all. The X-Hunters at least have a little more, but still aren't particularly. Vile is pretty much a blatant Boba Fett reference design-wise, and strikes me more as annoying than anything else since you have to suffer T. Same way in the same game.
I wonder if Surges from X2 is Dr. Wily.
Then you have Sigma, who just kinda got sad and pathetic over the course of the series. Like Dr. Wily, he's the always there behind the SC. Do you hate how Vile is basically a Boba Fett ripoff?
I'm a Star Wars fan, so no. I thought it was cool.
Vile has 9,200 strength and 7,200 speed. He must be pretty average, all things considered.
He reminds me of Frieza from Dragon Ball. I don't know why.
Do you think Boba Fett would have been cooler if he used ride armor too?
Oh, absolutely.
He just falls into the Sarlacc pit.
Absolutely.
Hey, out of curiosity, have you ever purposefully ignored Vile? Considering you don't necessarily have to fight him like Bit or Biter?
No. I used to do that when I really didn't know how to play the game. But now that I know if you don't kill him sooner, you'll fight.
Because if you do, nothing happens, other than the fact Vile just appears in the fortress normally.
Exactly. And I don't want that problem. I like dealing with them now.
This particular escape segment reminds me of the end of Magna Centipede's stage in X2.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Do you think without his weakness, Volt Catfish is really fucking annoying?
Yeah. You have to do too much to fight him.
Frost Shield almost feels like the equivalent of Grab Buster from Megaman 5 for Game Boy.
I don't think I played that one a long time ago.
Let's be honest, you're not going to use gravity well for the rest of the game, aside from maybe against Hornet again.
Oh no.
Even then, you have the option for Zero's light saber.
You know this game very well. I like that. I'm getting the sword.
You know what I meant, right? If Biter manages to catch you swing his fists rapidly?
Yeah, he does something like this. Oh yeah.
Biter's AI sucks, doesn't it?
They could have done a little bit more.
Even though it's clear they put a lot of effort into his design and animations.
I don't get it either, yeah.
It sucks how they couldn't make ride armors more accessible, unlike in X4.
Yeah, everything was handed to.
Here, the ride armor's only purpose is to open a hole.
Oh.
Do you know Rome Mithril?
Never heard of that. What is it?
A YouTuber who does perfect runs of Mega Man stages. But he doesn't do the X series because he hates it.
That's interesting. Wonder why. I don't know a whole lot of people that hate the X series.
Do you think Crush Crawfish is a weird name for him?
No.
Cutter Crawfish makes more sense. His claws are blades. How much do you believe Biter pays for groceries, for tablecloth, and the table?
What's the currency in Mega Man? Couple thousand.
Clearly Biter's the one doing all the heavy lifting on the Doppler team.
I fell right now. That's alright.
Do you believe Biter could kill Doppler if he wanted to?
No.
Biter is technically stronger than him.
He's more stupider though.
Biter has 18,800 strength, Doppler has 17,400.
Doppler can outsmart him.
Ah, so you do believe Biter is the perfect representation of all brawn no brains?
Pretty much.
Do you believe Vile should take anger management classes?
Oh yeah. Work those problems out.
I'd like to point out that Crawfish never seems to use the weapon he gives you.
Oh yeah.
And no, those spinny sharp things don't count. They don't look a thing like red yo-yos.
I think they're pheromones to attract you so he can snap at you.
By the way, I think that's the last time we ever see Dr. Kane.
You're right. I'm gonna get all the little things, and then we'll go to the end.
Which is weird because Maverick Hunter X implies he died before the events of X1.
I was gonna say that, but I left it out.
Personally, I like to actually keep either bit or byte alive before entering the Doppler stages.
You like it tough. I take the easy route out.
The replacement boss of Doppler Stage 1 is a huge pain.
I like it this way.
Yeah, you notice those red turret enemies are weaker and now green. That's what happens if you clear Blast Hornet early.
Almost got me.
Do you believe Biter picks his nose?
When no one's watching.
Tunnel Rhino is probably my least favorite maverick in this game as far as stage and fight.
I don't dislike it, and I don't like it either.
Favorite design from this game, I say Catfish.
Yeah, he's pretty cool looking, huh?
I said least favorite.
Oh, I know. I'm just telling you what I like.
Such a derpy design.
Glad that's over.
Do you think Dr. Light's AI wishes he could teach X how to use the double gear system from Megaman 11?
I know what you're saying. I played 11 a little bit. I don't know. It's two different worlds for me. I can't believe I did that. Bastard.
Does Dr. Doppler look like a grouchy grandpa to you?
He reminds me of the man from the movie Up. Especially when that kid comes by.
You personally hate how limited Zero is in this game? He dies once, and you permanently lose him.
I do. I think it's cool you get a saber though. If you do it correctly.
Imagine that moment where you come down here with all 100% items, and the red capsule is not here.
I've done
then
that.
You realize you had to arrive with full health.
I've done that. Many times.
The guide dang it moment getting the Hadouken in X1.
I've done that too.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's not that bad.
This boss has a very picky weak point.
I think it's actually easy.
Bit and Byte's combined form is much easier.
What was that, like 30 seconds? Maybe 25? Wasn't too bad.
Who do you like better, Violin, Surges, and Agile, or Bit, Biter, and Vile?
I like Violin.
Does Violin look like a fat pig to you?
Kinda. Miss. That sure took a long time.
You might wonder why his name sounds like a certain instrument.
No, I have friends that play instruments. I know a thing or two about violins and pianos and...
It's mistranslated. His name coincides more with the word violent. Fitting.
I like the way you put it though.
Violin was way more of a threat compared to Biter, eh? Despite Biter technically being stronger than him.
I like how you call him Biter. I'm gonna use that.
Violin had 18,400 strength and 6,200 speed, while Biter has 18,800 strength and 8,200 speed. Well, it's a little too late, since Biter's already dead.
Future runs.
Does this snail segment feel very bad as far as game design?
Nah.
Makes you wish you had Chameleon Sting from X1 to become invincible.
I wouldn't mind.
I just realized.
What's that?
Isn't this boss the same mid-boss from Seahorse's stage? Just a generic octopus.
I think it's its daddy. Trying to get revenge, but it ended up in the same place as his son.
Do you hate how long and drawn out this boss rematch segment is, because of the iframes and death animations?
Not really. Doesn't bother me at all.
This whole segment takes on average 10 minutes, if you don't use the saber.
Never thought of it that way.
Hey, fun fact, you know that energy recharge capsule in this room?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know if you use Z-Saber on it, you get a 1-up?
No, I really didn't actually. I'm gonna test that theory. You are correct. That's cool.
Personally, I like the Z-Saber more than Hadouken and Shoryuken. Cause you don't need full HP.
Totally agree. Shoryuken is my second favorite.
Plus, you can't even use Hadouken on Sigma's second form in X1.
It's tough, yeah. You're right. It's tough to do that.
Poor Dr. Doppler, you're killing all his friends, which means he's going to be all sad and alone in his retirement age.
I always think of Gohan killing Cell's kids in a similar fashion.
Hey, you are also aware that if you stand still long enough, your HP will gradually recharge?
Oh yeah.
That's one benefit from gold armor.
I don't like to wait though. I get impatient.
If you ask me, it's much more fun to use saber than a weapon that gets somebody stuck in a loop and does little damage. Looking at you, bold catfish.
That's why I do it that way. You at least get a fight out of it.
Have you ever fought Doppler without Z-Saber?
Yeah. I could do it right now.
I sometimes stick with acid burst on Doppler just for a challenge.
That's cool. I do it too.
Personally, I think Sigma's second form in this game is the most challenging boss in the entire X series.
Oh yeah. It has such a tiny hitbox.
But Sigma's second form really should not have 20,000 speed. He has more like 2 speed.
Highly exaggerated.
Why do I call him biter? Because I don't want to call him an action you do to chew food. For an old man with 17,400 strength and 18,000 speed, he is much easier than Vilorbit, agree?
Oh yeah.
I argue Biter is easier because he has no brains.
Totally, bro.
You took no damage on Biter.
He's simple. He's tough if you don't know what you're doing. I've seen people get smacked around by him. That's funny sometimes. Let's put an end to this.
Does Dr. Doppler remind you of Dr. Cossack?
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. No.
Sigma is totally Captain America here, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Did you also notice that in this form, Sigma is technically smaller than Biter?
No. Seems a little bit larger.
Yet he's stronger than Biter, since he has 19,000 strength.
Man. I could see why, especially if you don't know what you're doing against him. He'll smack you around. I missed. Unbelievable.
Do you think Sigma looks very silly when you walk to the end of this hallway?
Yeah.
His head shrinks.
They could at least put some color in it. I'm gonna take a bathroom break.
Then the ending spoilers. X's destiny is that he must destroy Zero. Funnily enough, X already destroyed Zero in this game by stealing his saber. Do you like Resident Evil? Have you ever fought Bit and Biter's second form if you kept them alive?